Financing, I'm curious to know about the financing aspect of it. If the mayor said in his State of the City address,
okay, the footbridge.
If he said that he's going to put it in place,
the footbridge deadline 2010, September of 2010.
Where's the financing coming from?
That is the big mystery. This is the first time I saw that there's city bonding. The first time we even. People came to the council, I remember, our first December meeting, and they asked us about the footbridge issue.
Right.
We set up a General Services Committee meeting, I forget when, probably late December, I think it was in late December, and the police department, the traffic safety came, the city school district came.
I think I have that on video.
You have it on video.
I have it on video.
Nobody from DGS came.
I know. It's
so
very frustrating.
We had no official city position, other than that the traffic people said, it's an issue, it's a concern, kid safety. So then, mysteriously, with the mayor stated this, so nobody gave us an official city position.
Right, because I've been all the meetings.
Until the mayor did his State of the City, and
that was a big announcement.
Shockingly, like Moses and the Ten Commandments, the bridge is going to be built, which prompted me the following day, or a couple of days later, to call Nick D'Antonio and say, is this incentive money? What is it?
Right, where's it coming from?
I'd love to see the plans. Nick, to me, we don't have any. There's nothing on paper.
That's kind of what I thought, because I know that, all the meetings that I've attended, I knew it was coming up as an issue and a concern. The public spoke out about the concerns they had, but then there was no mention at all about there being finances, any money available for it.
There was
until the State of the City.
A drawing, not even a second grade drawing of what the bridge would look like. When the pronouncement was made, we're going to build a bridge, supposedly by September 2010. So, Nick was speculating, well, it could be incentive money. He knew that we were putting everything we could think of into a pot to get incentive money. But this is the first that I've seen that it's a bonded thing. Now, I suppose we could authorize the bond, which we probably will, and then if for some reason they get $1.9 million, at least it looks like somebody did a cost estimate, because as of the time that we had our meeting, nobody was there to give us the traffic safety couldn't give us a cost estimate.
Right.
When I had Nick on the phone a couple of days later, he didn't give me a cost estimate. So somebody at least flushed it out enough to get a cost estimate.
For the mayor to make the announcement, you mean, or what?
I don't think he had a cost estimate when he made the announcement, because I spoke to Nick a couple of days later, and we didn't have a cost. We had nothing in writing, absolutely
It's
nothing.
kind of rough to make a promise and then not.
Well, I suppose what they do is they go to some engineering firm who gives a rough cost estimate.
I'm just saying, but to make an announcement at a State of the City, but yet not have the finance. That shocked me to have that stated, because I've been to these meetings and I've never heard any mention of any money available. There was never even a mention of it being put back in place again. That's why I found that just sort of shocking.
At the meeting we had, nobody. Yes, right. They
Nobody
were
had
talking
mentioned
about $100,000 for a traffic for a red, for a light.
Right.
And maybe some additional work on the hill.
Right.
So there would be an approach right from Colony Street rather than going all this long way around.
Exactly. I recall that.
But nobody, at the one meeting that we had, nobody came to the definitive conclusion that it had to be a bridge. Although I get the impression...
It seems like the most logical, because that's what the terrain...
Like a bridge.
And the terrain seems to require that, correct? Just the overall...
Well, then when they built the original school, they thought the bridge was the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
But certainly the outcome of the one meeting that we had didn't definitively say bridge. But I think the community, if left the choice, would rather a bridge than a traffic.
That's what it seemed like from the public comments, yes.
Yeah. So, I would assume that we will pass it. I would assume that we'll at least get the ball started. I would assume they would still keep it in the pot for incentive money, and maybe that'll happen. If it does, wonderful.
So we can get a bridge built in anywhere from 10 months to, if you're talking about 2010.
School will reopen September of 2010.
Okay, so we've got a year and a half.
So I think they would have to be putting bids out for construction in the summer of 2010. Mm-hmm. That's the way I would anticipate it.
Okay.
But Barbara has a steering committee, which she is forming, which I think will attend the Finance Committee meeting when this $1.9 million bond is going to be considered.
Got it.
So.
Thank you.